Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be our final installment of the franchise wars. This is number 10 on that one. So let's go ahead and get into it. So number 5 on the list is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I like that he made a sequel to his Halloween and not remaking the original Halloween 2. But I don't really enjoy this movie. I don't like the recasting of young Michael. I don't think that actor is as good as the original. I understand that, you know, time passes and 10-year-olds grew up very quickly. But I don't really like that. I don't like the tone that they took with Laurie. I understand that she went through trauma, so I can kind of empathize with her, you know, and everything that she's gone through, but I just don't like where they took the character. I don't really like where they took the character of Annie. She's fairly sympathetic, but at the same time, she's not. And yeah, the 2 different edits on it, and Michael speaking, that doesn't bother me. This was his take on it, and if Michael's going to say die, that's one thing, but, you know, it's not that big a deal to me. I don't care. But then again, I'm not the biggest Halloween person anyway, so honestly, this was number 5 on my list. I'm not a fan of this one. I don't enjoy it. It ranks very low in the franchise for me. And it ranks at the very bottom on this list. So number 4 on the list is the remake of Friday the 13th. I'm a Friday the 13th fan. I don't think this movie is inherently bad. Everything that happens before the credits is awesome. After that, they slow it down too much. And then the characters, I didn't like any of the characters. Everybody bags on Kurt and everything else, and I agree completely. None of these characters are, to me, likable. The kills in it are good. This is probably my favorite portrayal of Jason in the entire franchise. But as far as the rest of the movie goes, I don't really enjoy the overall movie. I think the pacing on it is bad. I kind of like the fact that they went, you know, 2, 3, and 4 and condensed them into this as far as the storyline in it goes. But it's just another remake once you get past the opening credits. I don't really like... I don't care so much about one way or the other about the kidnapping thing and holding them down there. I think that was kind of an interesting take on his mother issues, but for the most part, I just don't enjoy this one. The short version versus the uncut version of it, don't enjoy either one of them. At least the gore is good in the uncut version. So yeah, it's number 4. So number 3 on the list is Halloween 2018. I know so many people were so psyched for this, and it has some good moments in it. But I'm not really that much of a Halloween person. Rebooting the timeline again for the Halloween franchise. This franchise has as many time screw-ups and rehashes as TCM does, and it detracts heavily in this one for me. The kills are good. The portrayal of Michael is okay. I don't really like what they did with Jamie Lee Curtis's character in it. It's 40 years later. Yeah, she's been through hell. Yeah, it was horrible what happened to her. But at the same time, it's 40 years. I really did not like her daughter or her daughter's husband. I really disliked those characters a lot, and they really hurt this movie for me. The suspense level is there for me, which puts it above the Friday the 13th remake, but that's really all there is to it for me on this one. So that's kind of my number 3 on this one. So number 2 on this list, and this is going to blow some minds, but is a fan film. It is the Never Hike movies. There's 2 of them, and I'm putting them together on this because they're both part of a bigger whole. So the Never Hike Alone and Never Hike Alone in the Snow have got to be the best fan-made films that I have ever seen. Great portrayal of Jason, great suspense, everything that the franchise has lost since Part 7 in a lot of ways. Just really, really good, just incredible fan film. And a really good entry in the series. And yes, it's not canon. I understand that it's a fan film, but I like this one better than I like several of them that were major studio releases. Not a huge body count, but it doesn't really make that much difference when it comes to this particular entry. While that's a con in several entries and several franchises, for this one, it's the build-up to it. The chase is back. The stalking is back. It feels much more real, much more well-handled. So yeah, that's number 2 on my list. Now let's blow some minds. So number 1 on my list is Jason X. Jason X. I know. Throw the eggs all you want. I don't care. I love Jason X. It ranks very high in the franchise for me because it's fun. It's everything that Part 6 was, and then taken up another level. Sure, it has problems. I mean, everybody loves the frozen face kill. I like that one. I like the one where she's sucked out through the hole in the ship. I like that one. I love the robot that's in it. Lisa Ryder's character in it. I find that robot to be extremely funny. The Lexa Dog character's fair. The cool thing, of course, is that those 2 actresses would go on later to do Andromeda and play where completely the other direction around, where one's the human and this one is the android in that one. But I love the huge drill in it. I love the CG kills. I love the throwback where they put him into the CG environment and the 2 girls. That is so much fun. The movie doesn't take itself seriously. There's a whole lot of crap in it that makes no sense, but it's so much fun. It's a comedy. It really is. It's really just really enjoyable to me. The Uber Jason does look like a Power Ranger villain. I'll give it that. But I do like the look of Jason before that happens. I love the Cronenberg cameo in it. That's great. I just enjoy this movie. It ranks very high for me. And I am a Friday the 13th fan. I have been since the beginning. And yeah, that's my number one on this list. So I want to say thank you for joining me. This has kind of been a pretty quick video, actually. You know, as always, my links are down in the description below. This is the final chapter on this one, which means all the franchises are getting rankings. So that's coming soon. I've got a conversation with that I recorded with Jen and Christian. That'll probably be up before this one is. And I'm starting a new series called 5 Questions of Doom, which is going to be a lot of fun. So y'all make sure to hang around the channel and check out for those. Like I said, links down in the description for my Teespring, Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, Amazon, and advocacy as always. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know down in the comments below how you would rank these films, and if you consider the Never Hike movies to be as good a quality as the studio films, and where you would rank them in your list of these movies. So again, hit the comments down below, hit the description down below for links, and we'll see y'all next time, and y'all have a good one.